Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I got a tape measure and my cup of Little Brown Dog coffee with me this morning, so around here that means I mean business. All right. So in the last video, it was basically a tutorial on how to work in a dangerously cluttered shop, and we came up with this super trick. Hi-ya! Hidey-hole seat. So we got a one-way flipper-madoodle here in the front where it flips up for our storage. I got a two-way flipper-madoodle in mine back here, which would be super cool if it works. And you know, you guys watch the channel a lot. So we picked up 2 sheets of plywood, 3/4 and 3/8. The seat bases I'm making out of 3/4, like that one. The backs I'm gonna do out of 3/8 because it'll have a little spring to it, but it's easier to try to make a curve out of. I'm not sure how successful that's gonna be, but we may have to score it and all of that stuff. But we're not there yet anyhow. We do have a template for this bottom piece, or the first of 2 bottom pieces. Stay with me, stay with me. If this works, it's gonna be totally awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that, I guess. The mechanism of how I want all of this to work, because it's a little more complicated than this. I know, I'm obfuscating the goals, because I want you to stay with me till the end and see this through, and hopefully we can make it work. All right, first of all, I probably should have moved this operation outside, because I'm just making a mess and it's taking up a bunch of space. I brought it in here last night because I didn't want it to get all rained on, you know. Second, that first cut was not straight, but it's fine. It's gonna be a-okay. And third, if you guys are paying attention, this is not pressure treated. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments, but I went through a lot of research and I couldn't figure out exactly what pressure treated is now pressure treated with these days, or if it's different by region for climate or whatever. But the short version is pressure treated lumber might eat your steel, right? The metal and the chemistries and the poisons that they put in the pressure treated stuff to keep it from rotting may indeed react with your metal. So make sure you know what you're getting if you decide to do that. So we're gonna need to put a coat of stain or paint or something, probably stain, to protect these things so that they don't rot when we are guaranteed to get this wet. How we do? Phase 1, first try. How we do though? Feels pretty good actually. I like it. Will it work? It's in there pretty tight. Here's the wizardry we're about to try to pull off. So the idea is, in a perfect world, this piece would flip up, allowing us access to whatever is under the seat. More tool storage, jacks, like that type of stuff. There's not a ton of room in there, but there's room, you know? So if that flips up, that's phase 1. Phase 2 though, what I'd like to do is another layer that this side is upholstered, but it flips this away, and sneaks down so that basically, you guys come take a good look. So we have this kind of a whole flat situation here. More covered storage on the floor. That's not really what we're after. You know what we're after? You know what we're after? That's right, right on cue, buddy. I'm trying to build you a platform so you can stand and it's flat. We can put your dog bed back here so the dog can go for rides in the hot rod. She was right on time, right on time. So basically, once the upholstered side flips over, that would give us a big flat wooden platform right here. And you know, #1 dog who's trying to get in right now because she got to ride in that seat just a minute ago. We'll get this done, we'll let her try it out. I think it'll be really cool. So the hinging mechanism is what's really complicated, but I think we can figure it out. Although I have this bad feeling it's gonna mean another trip to the store, but this time we'll just go to Ace Hardware. The next trick is, do we do that out of the 3/4 or is 3/8 enough? And I feel like 3/8 is enough. we should probably do it out of 3/4 because I don't want to add any support in here. 3/4, we just talked ourselves into it. Top notch, let's cut another piece. Here at Between the Sharks Amateur Cabinetry Shop, we've got ourselves a little situation. Let me explain. The 1927 touring body is shaped essentially like an egg. So our front seat couldn't flip up because from this point forward, it narrows. So we built a seat that flips this away. Yeah. In the back here, from this point back, it also narrows. It's tapering this way now. So this seat does not want to flip up, it wants to flip this way. No big deal, except we need the top piece to also flip this way. So we need to come up with some clever hingification. Got our Big Mac double stack seat going on here. Imagine comfy upholstery here. If I take a piano hinge like this one here, you know. If we do a piano hinge like so with the barrel sticking out, then we can get the top piece hinged to the bottom piece. So that will flip over. And now, for illustrative purposes, I used a more different colored hinge to show that if we hinge from our runner piece to our lower piece, the entire unit might just flip right up. Will it work? I don't know, but it might. It just might. Gang, I was about to hop in the murder van and head to the hardware store, and then I realized I know what I need to do, but it's working backwards, so I don't want to do it. What my brain's determined here is if this piece was flat, then we could just hinge straight out. We wouldn't have to come up over this lip. So that's kind of the problem. Now, after just jumping in there and sitting too, the rear seat sits pretty high. And it's not that I don't like that, it's actually kind of cool, but once we add padding and stuff, you're gonna be way, way up there. So, as much as I don't wanna get into this and start cutting all this stuff down, if I lowered this closer to the spring level here, and then, which is, you know, a little bit, we'll get all that back in plywood almost. It'll probably do more better. This is here just because this was here, which is cool, but it's so roached that we're probably gonna end up doing something like that anyway, because honestly, it's just way more better. So I'll save it. If we can put it back in, we will. But I think for now, it's gotta go. All right, this doesn't have to be exact, but I want to get a number that we can come down. Looks like right at 2.5 inches. I know you guys can't see that, but the number is what counts. I was cogitating whether 2.5 inches, if we come down 1.5 inches off of this and leave a full inch of clearance, if that's gonna be enough really to make the whole flip up madoodle even worthwhile. And I don't know, but I do know from my experience with the Mercury that if this seat bottom isn't removable in some way, getting these things on and off is never gonna happen without major disassembly. So that's the very minimum that I need to consider. If that's the case, then why not go ahead? Because this is still, you know, you put a pack of wrenches right there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. I need to store a bottle jack. I need to store, not like I'm gonna have a spare though. I don't know, what do you guys keep in your hot rods tools wise? Put it in the comments, because usually I keep wrenches and motor tuning stuff, but I was just thinking I could shove a bottle jack in an area that size, but what's that really gonna do for me? Because not like I'm carrying an 820-15 somewhere. Build a Continental kit, put it on the back. Fender well, dual mounts, I don't know. Huh. Okay, we got an ant's nest here. in the steel. Oh boy. Out you go, all of you, and your friends, cousins. Well, it started out as such a simple plan. Lower the Jimmy Jam 2 inches, give me a flat surface for a hinge. Yeah. Well, 2 hours later, you can tell by the ratchet straps that things have gone a little sideways. Anyway, I found some unsquareness that I had not found yet and chopped everything out, but that's going to turn into a bigger job because now we have no reason to not clean all this up and then reinforce this side here and, you know, do it more better. It's going to be a little longer than expected, you know. I'm just going to dive in and do this. You've seen a guy pie cut metal and weld it in a lot, and we're going to do more of that. So let's skip to when we're done. I wish I could do that. What? I can't hear you guys. What? I can't hear you. It's raining. It is so loud. Not as bad outside. But this is a tin drum, man. These are for the rain. It's raining again, team. It's raining. We're sneaking up on it though. Got a lot of clamps holding it in place. Tech screws holding the first set of hinges on. I'll check back in with you when, you know, it stops. Okay, finally stopped raining. I mean, the trees are still dripping a lot. I mean, it just stopped. Here's what we got done so far. Check this out, right? We got our 2 layers of 3/4. This one flips out like so to be like dog land. So we're gonna need some kind of foldy down thing to catch the front end that will mount to the back of the front seat. But then, you take this and the whole Jimmy Jam flips up. So the method works. I think I'll weld these hinges in eventually. They're tech screwed on right now. Just got some self tappers in there, but the hinge will close further if they're welded on. But the short version of this is the prototype functions. Guys, the rain is whooping my butt today. Every time I start filming and try to do something, it comes back. I swear it was sunny when I set up this saw. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. You guys hear that? Local Air Force Base. Thunderstorm warning. Yep, because we just kind of got back after it, you know what I'm saying? You guys wouldn't even believe me if I told you how hard I am trying to defeat myself on this stupid little ledger. All we need is this thing to go on here, but man, I am struggling hard. I can't even get you guys in here to watch me tack weld the stupid thing, so I'm just gonna do it. I'll see you in 2 seconds. Have a look-see, gang. That little stupid thing. I thought it might kill me. Not even kidding. Good Lord. Just gotta get this clamp out of here. It's gonna do it one-handed, probably not. I'm gonna try it anyway, just because it's easier to make things go wrong when you do dumb things. It should be on a Between the Sharks sticker. Feel like I'm in the Munsters coach. Like Herman's ready to take me to the horse track or something, because this is crazy. It's kind of like stadium seating, actually. This seat is probably 6 inches above the seat here. It's kind of rad. It means the passengers get their own bug splatter. In fact, the windshield, I'm only gonna do a half windshield on this one, which means it's not gonna do nothing for these guys back here. I need some kind of contraption, a poodle snapper, a whoop-de-doo, a thingamadoodle, you know what I mean? So that this seat, when it flips over, has some kind of a strip. It's basically another ledger. In a perfect world, it would be a flip down thing. And I found some options on the internet during the rain. But you know me, guy ain't got patience like that. Let's find something. Let's make something. Let's do a thing. Found a thing, gang. What if a guy mounted that and then kapow? There we go. I'm gonna need to find a way to make it stay closed, you know, but I think I can do that. I like it. Let's try it. Oh, gang, I'm tired and in a hurry. That never goes well. Yet, here we go. No, no. Come back, please. Oh, I lost my washer. Do I have a marker? That'd be good. Good time to have that. Huh? Criminy, gang. I am fading so fast. Everything I'm doing is dumb now. But we must persevere. Look at that. Would you believe it at all? I'm putting a little holder upper there because right now we're dealing with just these few screws holding this in at this seam. But if we, bear with me, put in a majigger, something like that right there, that would catch that weight. I think it'll work, gang. It's holding you up right now. I gotta see if I can summon my test co-pilot here. Little brown dog! Let me get you, I'm gonna get you. 1, 2, 3. How's that, bud? Yeah? Is that good for dog? Is that good for dog? Is that dog rides in this car? See? Look, you're all set. You're ready to go. Ready to go hot rodding. Yep, okay, yeah. All right, I think this is, well, I think it's dog approved. Thank you guys for watching Between the Sharks. We'll do some more fit, finish, and polishing, but the idea, the experiment, the prototype is indeed working. Good luck on your projects out there, and we will see you next time. Right, dog? Pretty good? All right, I'll get you out. It's a little spot for dog. All right, gang, thanks for watching. Dog's still half asleep, but she thanks you for watching too. On that note, if you enjoyed any of this, please consider subscribing. It helps me out a great deal, and we will see you next time on Between the Sharks when we do more something with a car, probably.